From atop the hill in Salt Lake City, it's one of the best rivalries in college sports. Utah and BYU, Big 12 softball on ESPN+. Good afternoon and glad you could make it. Kelsey Hart running our show, Laurel Simmons. I'm Ethan Jordan. Glad to have you along with us for Game 2 of this rivalry series. Utah getting their first ever Big 12 win against BYU a day ago. Able to take advantage of some late mistakes from the Cougars and some walk-off heroics with the Bats coming alive late.
Yes, there were so many things that happened in this game that were not executed, base runners, etc. And those errors at the end, Utah just capitalized on it and was able to get the win.
And see the hit for Danica Wilson. Her walk-off RBI single wins it in the 7th in a game I think we all thought was going to be a little more high-scoring than it was. But it was the right arm of Shelby Jones that got Utah to the finish line. Coming off an injury, her first appearance in a little while, and in a rivalry she has felt more than most. 7 innings, 2 earned for Jones. And we take a look at today's arms. Gianna Morris gets the rock for BYU, and then Haley Mastretti for Utah, coming off a terrific performance out at Baylor last weekend. Those are your pitchers in this Game 2. Coming up after this, right here on ESPN+, we've got lineups and first pitch headed your way from Salt Lake City. Utah and BYU Part 2 here in 2026. The starting lineup for the Cougars. Danica Acosta leads off. She's at second. Lily Owens plays left field. Haley Schuler is the DP today after taking the circle a day ago. Maddie Udall-Woolley at first. Olivia Brittingham is the right fielder. Bree Townsend does the catching. Miranda Mansfield at third. And that's the 9 for BYU. And then in the circle for the Utes, Haley Mastretti. And you see the full season numbers there, but she's coming off one of her best outings of the season, 6 2/3 innings of 1-run ball down at Baylor.
Yeah, she's been doing a great job executing her spots and keeping the ball down, and that'll be really important against these Cougars who have been hitting a hot bat as of late, especially. As I tuned into some of the games leading up to it, it kind of almost seemed like they were all hitting. And Haley keeps the ball down by nature, so. we'll see if it lines up for Haley like it has been.
Well, first pitch, so far so good. Right in there for strike one, under the hands to Danica Acosta. Acosta led off yesterday, 3 hits. One of the best bats a day ago for BYU. Quickly down 0-2.
And she's not exactly slow on the bases either. She's a real threat out there that you better not make a mistake, because she will gain a base on you.
3 pitches is all Mastretti needs to get her day started. Danica Acosta swinging a hot stick. Mastretti able to cool it down to start our ball game.
And I think yesterday it kind of goes without saying that there were great things that happened in the game, but just until the end, just there wasn't that aha moment that it almost seemed like Utah was a little flat coming out, considering this is exciting to have BYU back in the conference, you know. They've always played, but it's just not the same when there's not conference implications.
Right, the old, hey, good game, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
It's not a one-off. And round 2 today, fouled away off the box, maybe the foot of Owens for strike 2. Owens a knock yesterday, trolling left field this afternoon.
And she was covering some serious ground yesterday. Great jump on the ball, and really covering. Utah has a huge field.
2 balls and 2 strikes, runs even on Owens. Second batter of the ball game, just underway from Salt Lake City. Yeah, that's one of the things in the rivalry, right? A little bit of a bigger yard here than down south. Adjustment to be made. Ground ball through the right side and a base hit for Owens. She's aboard with the game's first hit.
Blunder, because outfielders can kind of forget where they are tracking the ball, and then they're on the wrong side of it. I also want to point out that the Utes are in the fire red today, kind of like yesterday, but one thing they're missing that we would have been shaking down in the 90s is the Red Sox with that red on red.
Ooh.
I know it seems a little like a mistake, but
Haley Schuler in takes strike 1. Yeah, maybe that's a suggestion. We might need to put that in the suggestion box, you know, just from the broadcast booth. Red, 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 more red.
Yeah, we had red cleats too, so you know, when you get involved with the Reds, you find out from a uniform standpoint, it's kind of hard to get all the Reds that match. Everybody has a different take on what red is.
1 ball and 1 strike on Schuler, who started yesterday's ball game in the circle and pitched pretty dang well. She flies this one short right field. Coming on is Crank to make the running catch for out number 2.
You look at what Schuler did yesterday, and it's almost like she just did so much to give the Cougars the opportunity. And so obviously that's why you play the game, but really hats off to the great game that she had yesterday.
Brings up Maddie Udall-Woolley with the runner on and 2 outs. Way upstairs for ball 1. Cougar first baseman was the offense yesterday. Both runs courtesy of her RBI hit for BYU. We talked so much about, as they check and see if she swung, she did not. 2 balls and no strikes. First base umpire Matt Jacks making the call. Smokey Eds is at third. Michael Hernandez behind the dish here for game 2. So much about the Utah bats because they got going so late in the game yesterday. Wave and a miss. Back pick to first. Flag down by Noli, and Owens is able to get back in there.
And I think it's, you know, Utah had a series of hits in a row, but you think about it, you could you can hit and hit, load the bases, but still not score.
This is ripped down the left side, foul. And the count even on Udall-Woolley. But BYU's bats, they had the 2-run inning, and they threatened so often against Jones, but she was able to keep them off the board other than the one hit from Udall-Woolley.
And when you come in as a visitor, you want to silence the home team.
2-2 flown down the right field line, dropping foul. Just twisted to the foul side of that line.
This is where the length of this field can just get you, because when you're standing out there in right field and you're deep, that's a long ways to come. And
Crank came a long way right there, as you see. Gave it a dive, but nobody was getting to that ball. But it gives Udall-Woolley another go at it. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mistretti's got the one she likes. This is line foul the other way. Well,
it's worth mentioning on Udall-Woolley that, you know, you hear this term walk-off. She has kind of like, as of late especially, kind of ended some games, you know, with the swing of the bat. And that is what has changed about this game. One swing of the bat can change everything.
Walked off Iowa State with a home run, hitting over 450 in the month of April. She's in a full count here in the first.
You want to see that as a coach, the climb, because it can be a long season where sometimes the hitting starts tanking a little bit. Or
here's the payoff pitch, fouled away, went with something soft, and quite the at-bat here for the cleanup hitter.
And this only helps the additional Cougar hitters coming up. The more pitches that she's forcing Mistretti to throw is teaching the hitters coming up.
She's seen both looks from her. Something hard, swing and a miss. Little high cheddar from Haley Mistretti strikes out Udall-Woolley. Utes up to bat when we come back. No score.
Hi, I'm Andy, and I'm an underachiever.
Hi, Andy.
One day you wake up, you know, and you realize I'm not growing. I'm not doing anything.
Well, Andy, you know whose fault that is, right? It's Gavin's. If Gavin had gone to America First Credit Union, Andy, you could be growing in a high-yield certificate right now.
Get your money working with amazing certificate rates at America First.
As a Great Clips salon stylist, I love giving customers the look they want. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details, so it's one less thing for you to worry about. And when I see that confidence at the end of the cut, that's everything to me.
As a stylist, I know it can be hard to find time for a haircut. With the Great Clips app, you can put your name on the list from anywhere and head to the salon when it's time for your cut. A great haircut plus more time for what you love. That's Great Clips.
Towering above the University of Utah campus are the stunning Wasatch Mountains. They serve as inspiration for the towering breakthroughs that happen on campus. Like a thought-controlled prosthetic hand that can feel and move, or using metallurgy to manufacture a titanium alloy and 3D printing to lower costs. It's the impact of a culture of collaboration and innovation, and of a university that is always climbing.
Utah bats ready to get going in the bottom of the first. The lineup for the home team looks like this. Mia Gomez, as she usually does, leads off. Shanti Passy, Kennedy Proctor, Sion Noli, Peyton Crank, Haley White, Danica Wilson, Jolie Mayfield, and Sienna Sakai rounds out the 9 for the Utes. A little bit of a different look from yesterday, going against Gianna Mares. We got a southpaw showdown today here in Salt Lake City. Mares has been starter and reliever, has mixed it up quite a bit this year, but coming off a start at Weber State after appearing in all 3 games against Iowa State over last weekend.
And this is such a pitching by committee climate that we're in with these single games per day. You'd think it would be the opposite, but there's so much known about these hitters and AI and stats and this and that, that I think that teams just like to keep the offense off balance.
Gomez takes ball 1 from Mares. walks have been a little bit of a bugaboo for her, as they have been for the entire Cougar pitching staff. We told you yesterday they're missing their ace, Kason Korth, who would no doubt be pitching in this series. 2 balls and no strikes early to who had 3 hits a day ago. She just looking at the top of this lineup, drove in a run. See the left-on-left matchup today, but so far so good. 3 balls and no strikes. Haven't seen anything good to swing at so far.
I think you're going to see a lot of discipline by Utah and just not helping the BYU pitchers at all will be their goal today.
Bears a strike. Wonder if Gomez, who no doubt has the green light, was saying, you know what, beginning of the game, I'm going to make you throw me 1.
Exactly, and who knows with those little watches on that tell them every move that they can make. Take might have been on there even with Gomez.
Well, Take stays on, and Mia Gomez will take first base. Leadoff walk for the Utes. Now Shanti Passy can come up with a runner at first. Chance to move her around. 0 for 3 yesterday for the Hawaiian. Swing and a miss. And interesting to see her swinging first pitch after the quick walk to Gomez.
Yeah, definitely interesting, and we did have some swings that were a little unintentional yesterday by a few Utah hitters, and undoubtedly, if you watch the replay, it wasn't really helping them come out, and then they got a little tentative with their balance, and this is what pitchers on the opposing team loves to see.
Quickly 0-2 on Passy. Takes down and away. But to go from a 3-0 count to an 0-2 count, just kind of that yo-yo has been the descriptor of the season in some ways for Mares, who has missed a lot of bats. He's also missed the zone quite a bit. Passy able to muscle one into left field, a base hit. Back-to-back base runners to start the first for the Utes, and well, those bats woke up late yesterday. They seem to still be up with a cup of coffee, maybe a swig or something. They're ready to go here early in this game.
Passy time and time again has sat back with a behind count, came back, fought back, and been the leader that she really is. Watching her grow, you think about the Hawaii factor, how far away they are from home, and it's everywhere on the mainland. I had a teammate that wore flip-flops year-round, you know, that taught me, oh, there's a different way of living. And it's just great to diversify the team, and then it leads to more, right?
Kennedy Proctor waves and misses, and so cool for the other players who maybe grew up on the mainland to have somebody who didn't grow up in the continental United States
Absolutely.
as their teammate and experience that.
And I can tell you, having a teammate over there now, still, I shouldn't have wasted any all-inclusive resort, because you know, you say you'll play golf one day, it's like, hey, we're going to do some appetizers afterwards, and it's a 10-course meal for the next 4 hours. So I do appreciate the hospitality of my teammate, nicknamed Scooter.
Proctor sees one above the eyes. Ball 2 on her. Hitting down in the 3-hole today. Was able to draw a walk, batting second in yesterday's contest. Ended up scoring a run. Utah's 3 runs a day ago unearned. Late ones that got them tied and then over the hump in the 7th. Able to take advantage of some fielding mistakes. And that's going to be a theme, I think, throughout the rest of this series, today, tomorrow. Who can play defense more cleanly? And Proctor takes a walk, and the bases are full of Utes here in the first.
And that's great leadership by Proctor. I'm sure she wants to just swing and swing and swing, but She has been such a great leader by holding back and setting the tone for the rest of the team of letting see pitches. And Proctor Coach Hogue wants her to be that it player, the one that comes through in the clutch, and she has. And it's just crescendoed through the season for only a sophomore Proctor.
Sian Noli with a golden opportunity here in the first. Nobody out, bases loaded. Takes a breaking ball down low for ball one.
And that's not a bad start there for, you want to keep the ball down with these hitters. Sion's been seeing the ball well, and she can hit a long ball.
5 home runs on the year. Takes a high strike. Even the count, 1 ball and 1 strike.
And you see the outfielders in. I mean, they've got to be able to throw that ball home with Gomez tagging in this situation, sacrifice fly situation.
That's up top. 2 balls and a strike on the Utes cleanup hitter. Only had a knock yesterday. Also drew a walk. Her 3 trips to the plate. Had to feel good for her to come through after a tough series down at Baylor. Takes for ball 3. No vacancy on the base paths, and Mara is in danger of walking home the game's first run.
And no doubt this is, I would think this would be a take just to set the tone of the discipline of the Utah hitters here. And
it is a take outside, ball 4. Utes didn't put home a run until the 5th yesterday. They strike in the first with an RBI walk.
It can just hurt there when you're walking a run in, and it definitely sets a tone that Utah is going to be a little more patient than they were yesterday and hold out here, and I think that's the plan.
Well, they're going to have to do it against a new pitcher. Pitching change for BYU. We'll tell you all about it when we return. For the second day in a row, BYU goes to Jada Villegas out of the bullpen. She was in the circle at the end of yesterday's ball game. Only threw technically a third of an inning. She's going to have to do a whole lot more than that here in this contest. BYU still yet to get an out, a run home, and the bases loaded for Utah. Peyton Crank at the plate, first pitch swinging. That's foul.
She came in yesterday in that tough situation, bases loaded, and you're thinking, can I get a little help here, but what a great teams practice that situation and talk about pressure. These pitchers just have to have ice in their veins at times. The situations, because the world is on their shoulders when they're standing out there pitching. And
comes into another bases loaded situation. I mean, back-to-back days of get us out of a jam. Harry Houdini meet Jada Villegas is what you hope for BYU. She's come in, to her credit, and thrown 2 quick strikes here to Peyton Crank. Trying to get the first out of the first. Here it comes.
The interview with Crank was just so, after their, not yesterday, but last week, or the week before, seems like yesterday, but she was just so innocent, and the ball was just looking so big. You know, it was looking so huge, you know, like a basketball. And you want them to feel like that. You know, obviously she doesn't feel like that there, but she's had those moments where she's felt all cylinders coming together.
Villegas able to sit down, the reigning Big 12 Freshman of the Week. That one just disappeared on Peyton. First strikeout of the day, first out of the day for BYU, and now Haley White will set about trying to get some of these runners off the base paths for Utah. It's with ball one. Captain yesterday, 0 for 3. Another player that's coming off a one-hit series against Baylor. Trying to get her bat going here in this rivalry matchup. And a good take there for ball two.
And Haley can get it going. There's no doubt about it. You know, this game goes deep in her family, and her older sister paved the way for her. I'm sure she's been in her ear from New York, giving her some advice, because it can be such a mind game. This whole thing of failing 7 out of 10 times, and that used to be really good. You know, now it's almost like you have to only fail, 4 out of 10 times to be great. You know, these hitters have just become so good.
There's a strike. Pretty good looking pitch on 3-0. Are you impressed here with the patience of White with a pitcher that just struck someone out, and then do you feel like you can sometimes start to press if the bat's not going the way you want it to?
Absolutely. You just feel like nothing's falling, and you're watching your teammates give you a clinic on, their ball's falling. That's how it feels, You can translate that to anything in life, Why is their weight training program working a little better for them than me? And I want to be taller, shorter, skinnier. And it's just, your mind can just get away from you in this game.
A great mental game. Payoff pitch is flipped foul.
And as fast as a game is, I mean, it's not like a volleyball game or a basketball game where you do have a little time over there in the dugout to be a good teammate and get your thoughts together over there. And when things aren't quite going your way, it seems to feel even faster. Oh, yeah.
Another 3-2 pitch. High and in. Ball 4. Another run for Utah via the base on balls. This time it's Haley White pushing a run across. And the Utes lead it 2-0 here in the first.
Really good eye by White. That's the river that we talk about between that batter's box and the edge of home plate, that I couldn't believe my eyes when those were being called strikes on me, and I felt like balls were being practically rolled in and being called strikes. So low compared to the meatball high school scene, It's a big adjustment for these hitters coming in.
White with the terrific eye there, and now yesterday's hero, Danica Wilson, with a chance for some more heroic type action here if she can come through and bring some of these runners home.
I'll say the same thing about Wilson yesterday. It doesn't have to be anything fancy in this situation. 1 out, and that
one not close. Ball and a strike on Wilson.
With her skill set, she can hit for power and she can drop it in, and there's a lot of room out there for Wilson right now. And again, she's been one that's getting back into her rhythm, and big hero yesterday. And
chops this foul off plate box somewhere. It trickles away. And another 2-strike count here for Villegas. She's worked 3 of them since coming out of the bullpen. Gianna Mares unable to get an out, 3 walks and a hit. And thus the bullpen already into the ball game for the Cougars. Vegas trying to limit the damage here in the first. Wilson fouls this one off herself. Do it again, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
It's a series of adjustments for the hitters. I mean, you're seeing over 75 miles an hour, and then you're seeing 55 miles an hour in this game, and you know,
in this inning,
you have to adjust. It's a series of adjustments, and who can adjust the fastest and keep the errors down and walks down.
Wilson is able to spoil that pitch. Does it help at all that if you're 5 through 9 of Utah, yes, you were prepping to see Mares, but you didn't actually see her, and so you can kind of treat Villegas like the starting pitcher and make that adjustment?
Absolutely. You just kind of are glad that you can just move on from your prep and help the rest of the order here.
Ground ball to second. They'll go home with it. The throw is in time to the plate for out number 2.
And again, you've got to make that play. Great job over there for Acosta. They're way up, you know, so a lot of things can happen to them, and you can even panic when you've got a fast runner like Proctor coming in, but calm and cool, backing her pitcher up, and great job by Acosta.
So Jolie Mayfield trying to get 2 runs, which is more than you got yesterday. It could be more, and Mayfield trying to make it more. Way behind on that pitch for strike 1.
And again, this is what a Utah homegrown kid dreams about. Bases loaded, 2 outs. You've got everyone here.
6A player of the year at one time in this state out of Riverton, Utah. Quickly behind 0-2, and I know Villegas walked in 1 run, but she's been throwing strikes other than that, and it's been needed here for BYU.
Absolutely, and you know, she came in with a situation on her hands.
Mayfield, that's a tough take with 2 strikes and 2 outs, but glad she did. Gets back in the count, 1-2.
Jolie from Riverton, Utah. You know, when I was going to college here, we attended a wedding out there of a teammate, and it was like farmland.
Swing and a miss. Jada Villegas gets BYU out of what could have been a disastrous first. Instead, it's just 2-0, Utah with the early lead. At the controls of this Utah team, 19th year head coach in the program. She's experienced in this rivalry. I'm sure glad to have the series here at home, and the first trip north for a whole series for Gordon Eakin, who he's been around for the whole thing for BYU, longtime head coach, assistant before that, 23rd season at the helm of the Cougars. To chess masters opposite the board here in this terrific series.
And he assisted the great Mary Kay Amicone, who was actually a coach of mine here at Utah, and just has made such an impact on the game up at Weber State, just made a huge announcement that way that just all the accolades that the people that went before made such a difference, I know, to me. And
they're naming the place after her up at Weber.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
pretty
good.
Big deal.
Anytime your name's on the building, you're doing something right. Elavea Bradingham is in the box in a 1-1 count.
When I ran into her, I had to let her know, hey, I'm doing an open house, that you're getting this honor. And she was downplaying it, and I said, well, what if one of your boys was getting a field named after them? What would you think about that? And she said, well, okay, now you're hitting a soft spot for me. Grandson, 2 boys that are making a huge difference in the game of baseball, Trevor and Derek.
Bouncing ball, tough pick for Posse, and she throws across. Made that look a lot easier than it was.
Posse can do that. She's smooth.
It's what you want from your shortstop, right? This right here. Able to beat Brittingham speeding out of the box for the first out. So Mistretti now with a little wind at her back, pitching with the 2-0 lead. Maybe it's just the part of the order. Maybe I'm imagining it, but it seems like here in this second inning, BYU has gotten a little more aggressive.
Yeah, I think that maybe their game plan is Mistretti's trying to get ahead early, so if you see that green light, be ready for it. And again, it's hard for me to envision all the things that they have in preparation because it's so different.
But even prior to all the technological advantages, or sometimes not, as we've seen, see a pitcher throwing a lot of strikes in the first inning. It's like, all right, let's go out and swing the sticks.
Absolutely.
1-1 on Bree Townsend. The catcher rips it foul. She has been ready to swing it here in this AB. She's taking a cut at the 2 pitches that have been close.
Let's just say that these players do have a game plan, you know, and they have to still execute it. They're not robots, but they sure can be helped by looking at the analytics. But again, you have to execute it.
1-2, bounced back to short. A little more straightforward for Posse. Another smooth looking play for the Utah shortstop for out number 2. Showing off the range to her left. And the arm.
She's had a few nagging injuries this year that she's just done so well battling through, and not missed a beat over there at shortstop.
Miranda Mansfield looks at ball 1. We're at the hot corner. Syracuse native, just north of here.
It really is, when you're a Utah kid, to be the top 1% that lands a great school and big school, and then to find yourself in the lineup is you'd have to have a lot of people behind you getting you to that point. Lots of drives to tournaments, fields, practices, and to be able to show off your skill at your home crowd is something that I know these Utah players, and I'm not talking about the team Utah, but the Utah players don't take for granted. It's a big deal.
All those hours for the folks and maybe brother or sister, whoever, aunts, uncles, get to take it in, watch them play in this terrific rivalry. Another try for Posse, beats the speedy Mansfield. So, Posse retires the side here in the second.
I can't express the importance of donations that we get towards everything in our athletic department.
Every year you see somebody's life change.
It's an incredibly rewarding experience to know that you're supported by people who see the work that you put in.
Being able to have this opportunity and play for such an amazing fan base has been a dream come true.
Yeah, just thinking about that gives me a little goosebumps. It's the energy that gives us the extra push.
Gomez throwed it.
Making 12 up.
Base runner.
I think the biggest goal for not only us freshmen, but for everybody else is we just want to win. We just want to come out there, win, have fun, and compete. And I think that's what the freshmen bring a lot. I think the freshmen are the ones who bring a lot of the happiness, the joy, and just the goofiness and silliness. That's how we play, and that's how we've always learned how to play. I think that's always the goal, to have that big of an impact. And I mean, none of us could tell the future, but I know that we were all coming in like we want to change. We want to show them what we bring, and I think it was an addition to the culture that they already have here.
Well, the freshmen for Utah have had such an impact this year, maybe none more so than that young lady right there, Mia Gomez, but not just impacting this season, now have made their imprint on this rivalry. Freshmen walked it off yesterday. Mia Gomez had 3 hits, and to be able to imprint themselves on this history is an impressive thing. First pitch swinging right back to the circle. Mom, look what I found. Sienna Sakai is retired. 1 pitch, 1 out for Villegas to start the second.
I like the spark that Sakai showed there, the hustle, and obviously that was a quick, great play by the Cougs. But you know, Sakai's got a little spark herself, and her parents have come a long ways from home to take in this series, and a few series ago, I don't know if they've been here the whole time or if they've just come back.
Another Hawaiian on this Utah team. Mia Gomez takes ball 1. It's one thing in this community here in Salt Lake City and Utah in general that you don't know, maybe if you're not from here, that the impact that Polynesians, Pacific Islanders, folks from Hawaii have on this community. There's a great, amazing presence of those folks here in this community and continuing to be built here on this Utah softball team.
Absolutely. My first teaching job was at East High School in Lita, Kafusi. Now, Kafusi would be familiar to any Utahn in the football realm, but man, I really looked up to her, and she taught me a lot.
Just down the road here. Pitch misses for ball 3 to Gomez, who drew a 5-pitch walk her first time up. That was against the starter, Gianna Mares, who was unable to box in a single, chased her from the ball game. Has by and large come in and done a pretty darn good job since that happened. Able to allow just 1 run with the bases loaded, and to be frank, for this Utah lineup, you score 2, but you load the bases with nobody out, and you hope to maybe get a few more.
Absolutely, and we haven't seen that long ball hitter that we've seen out on the berm that time and time again in these series we've seen it, even though this is a very longest field in the nation. We have not seen that yet, and a lot of people out today. I'm sure they would like to see some of that.
You beat me to it. I was going to say, if we see one, you'll know. We won't have to say anything. This place really filling up here on this Friday evening. Good chunk of blue coming north, but a whole bunch more red. Glad to have this series here at Doomke for the first time as Posse takes ball 1. Here's another look at our umpires today. Michael Hernandez is behind the dish. Matt Jacks at first. Smokey Eds patrolling the third base region. We're going to have a visit to the circle here as Pete Meredith comes out to chat. Terrific fast pitch pitcher back in his day. Now working with those folks down at BYU.
The way those men's pitchers jump off the mound and with that height, I'm sure it was a little crazy back then, but I'm seeing a lot of red and some blue, but there's always those neutrals that are just kind of, you don't really know. They might, there was a lot of Utah fans waiting for the Cougar fans last night, and so I get the feeling that a lot of these kids have played together over the years, summer ball, etc., lots of family ties.
after the visit. 1-0 to Posse is in there for a strike. Just so many ties throughout. I mean, you just look at the head coach, Gordon Eakin. He played ball here at Utah. Now he's the head coach of BYU softball. There's just, for as much as there is the friction of the rivalry, there are so many connections between these two programs.
And I actually didn't even really know that, you know, until the prep. But yes, it's a small, big city, and there's a lot of overlapping and now that we have Weber, UVU, you know, just SUU, there's just so many more choices than.
This is a bullet. That's going to roll into the gap. See if Posse wants to try for two. She will. The throw is cut off. A double for Shanti Posse. And the Utes start the engine again here in the second.
When you see the Utah hitters hit those gappers, they absolutely know how far they can go. They don't even hesitate. Posse makes the turn without hesitation, and there's no way that she's going to do anything less than get to second with a pop-up slide. Excellent job by Posse. Those are the ones that were not falling for Utah yesterday, and it really just drug on, you know.
Well, yeah, the bats came alive late, but they even needed a little help from the BYU defense to do so. But it seems like maybe, could it be team-wide nerves for a big series like this at home for the first time? And just took a second for them to get going, but they have not lost a step since yesterday. Kennedy Proctor double the lead here with a knock, you would think. Holds it foul.
And it's interesting, you wonder how the older players teach the younger players, and it's almost like, okay, this is a big rivalry, okay, this is this team, this is a in-state rivalry, and it's almost like you have a chalkboard that you're trying to learn, where the homegrown kids, you don't really have to go into that with them. And there's fewer and fewer of Utah players on these respective teams as the game has grown so much. Utah players have had to go, you know, they're starting to go out of state themselves. We like to keep those great players, but that's why Kaysen was such a big deal, watching what she did in her high school career, and we hope to see her back.
Something about being a homegrown player is just a little different. That tails back into the zone for strike two on Proctor, who walked her first time around. We look at this BYU lineup and roster in general, and it's a very veteran roster. You said it with Korth, who's from here, but even the freshmen know about it. Rita Tavita, who we got to see a little bit of yesterday. She went to West High School just down the road. She knows all about this. No senior had to take her aside and say, hey, there's this team, the Utah Utes. We don't like the color red. Yeah, I know.
I have to tell you, though, because you weren't here yesterday. She got in yesterday.
Yep.
And, you know, sometimes you can't always hear everything when you're in this booth, but I looked out there, and there was a huge, I think maybe they let school out and let all her fans, but this is what the community can bring, and they will cheer and on these local, well, everybody, but it's just special when one of the local kids can succeed in a game like this.
Proctor watches one drop into the left-hand batter's box for ball two.
And Bree Townsend is well aware of how much space there is between her and the backstop here. With a runner at third, you just have to be careful to keep that ball out front.
2-2 zips past the zone for ball three, and it's a full count for Kennedy Proctor. First base is open. Sion Noli waits in the on-deck circle. The payoff pitch to Proctor. Ground ball towards third. Mansfield comes home with it. The tag applied to Gomez for out number two.
And that's being aggressive on Utah. I'm not positive with Gomez not being forced to do that in less than 2 outs. You just don't know, you know. Sometimes the runner third just starts running and you're coaching there and you're like, wait a minute, where are you going?
Spoken like a former coach.
I mean, or you're waving them around and then you're stopping them. You wave them around and then you stop them, but they keep going and you're like, well, we'll see what happens. Every coach has been there.
Oh yeah. Missed signs. Do you have eyes? Cianoli takes ball 1.
Well, and in the runner's defense, they're coming from second, you know. You are waving them around, but then you're stopping them midway because you're seeing something, and we've all been there.
On both sides of it, I'm sure. Noli, a walk herself back in the first. This is her first time seeing Villegas in this game. She's the last batter that Gianna Mares, the starter, faced.
That was really close on that pitching. I don't always watch that pitching clock, but she literally pitched it at 0.
She's been.
That's a ball if you don't make that, for the fans that are not familiar with this little clock that's ticking away.
This is, again, she has shown that she is comfortable with the pitch clock. We'll put it that way so far.
Yeah,
she uses the whole thing, and sometimes you get nervous, right, like a shot clock in basketball, but sometimes for pitchers, that's just, you know, that's where they're comfortable.
I've joked about baseball bringing this on softball that didn't need to speed up their game.
Wave and a miss for strike 2. Yeah, that's an excellent point. I just kind of seen it come in when it came into baseball. It came here, and it's like, well, might as well. But, yeah, you make an excellent point that maybe it wasn't totally needed. Such a quick game, the fast-paced action, not just because of the 7 innings, as Noli waves and misses. Another big strikeout for Villegas. She's K'd batters to end the first and now the second, and holds it at 2-0. Up a couple of zeros to start the ball game. Maybe looking for another one of those shutouts. 5 of them, ranked second in the Big 12, and Utah as a whole. We talk so much about the way the freshmen have impacted the lineup and the improvement there, but the pitching has just been a revelation this year for Utah, and Mastretti has been a huge part of it.
Last year was a grind for Utah.
She starts. Tristan Turlington with strike 1. Drops in on the knees. 8-9-1 due up for BYU here in the third. Turlington Sr. out of Surprise, Arizona. Just northwest of Phoenix.
That feels like being from a place like Happy, you know, it just kind of makes you smile when you think of a Surprise.
Well,
I've known a few people that have lived there. And
well, my wife is from Surprise.
Oh.
You're surprised, aren't you?
I'm surprised.
watching and just rolled her eyes at a surprise joke being made.
It's like it's kind of like when Crank joined the team. The family's like, hey, you got to come up with something better than Crank cranked.
Yep.
You know.
Swing and a miss. That one dove in on the shoe tops of Turlington. Third K of the day for Mastretti. She keeps on rolling. Lexi Bennett, last batter to hit here in this ball game. Center fielder climbs in. 0 for 3 yesterday. And tips that in for strike one. It's been tough to slow her down in this month. She came into the series hitting .500 in the month of April, but Utah and Shelby Jones were able to cool her off a little bit. And she's quickly in an 0-2 count here against Mastretti.
It's on display there how absolutely quickly she's getting out of the box and how fast she is. This is what we used to see in the game long ago repeatedly, but it's more rare to have that kind of speed and coming off that left side of the plate. They're a couple of steps closer to first.
And BYU does have a couple of those vintage type of hitters. You know, Miranda Mansfield can bunt for a hit. Danica Acosta can do so, has the speed at the top of this order. Called strike 3. Mastretti lays one in for the backwards K.
There's nothing worse than an off-speed pitch in this situation when you're trying to run through the box and you get an off-speed pitch that completely, the most you can maybe do is just tap at it or drop a drag. So great job with Mastretti getting
tip of the cap to Kennedy Proctor. That was a pretty good frame job as well.
Yeah.
Now Danica Acosta, who she struck out back in the first inning, trying to get one in play here in the third. To her terrific day yesterday. Extra base hit, scored a run. Rolls this over to second. White will double clutch, no problem though. Another 1, 2, 3 inning for Haley Mastretti. She's retired 7 straight. Breezes, but a very pleasant day for softball. 61 degrees and sunny here on top of the hill in Salt Lake City. And you know, the weather feels a little nicer for some of these Utah fans. They can relax a little with the early 2-0 lead. The way their left-hander Haley Mastretti is pitching right now. Now Peyton Crank, Haley White, Danica Wilson will try and add on here in the last of the third.
There's something in the air that Utah is feeling a little bit like they've left a little bit on the table here with some of the pressing that they've been doing. So we'll see if they can make the adjustments they need to.
Yeah, scored 2 runs in that first inning, but loaded the bases with nobody out and just got the 2. And got a runner in scoring position in the second against Villegas. Could not bring her around. some of it is the Utah pressing. We saw kind of the bats get off to a herky-jerky start yesterday, but I think you have to give Jada Villegas a lot of credit. She's come in and been a bulldog here in these couple innings, in earlier, I think, than she would have hoped, but has made the most of it.
Absolutely. She's come in and done a job here for the Cougars.
Drops that in for strike 3. You could set your watch to that pitch, but it's in there for a backwards K.
That's what I call an ugly pitch in the nicest way. So much spin on that, and then to be off speed, it's difficult. You feel a little silly when you're standing there.
Well, and if you're Peyton Crank, are you just hoping, please be inside, please call that inside?
Yeah.
Man.
Absolutely, and it's a little late to react as soon as you realize what's happening. And that just goes to show, you know, it's getting out there with your own aggressiveness, your mental, when these pitchers can get you to be feeling a little second guessing yourself, etc. That's where they're succeeding, you know. The hitters have to adjust. And the pitchers change throughout the game. Let's not forget that. They change themselves through the game, and the umpire can change a little bit. So if you really want that certain pitch that you're not getting, you might be getting it in the 7th inning when it counts. So there's a lot of little side things that you don't always think about until you're dissecting this game inside the lines.
Well, it just goes to show that hitting a baseball or softball is the hardest thing in sports, because everything you just said and more, that's up in your noggin when you're up at the plate and you have to put it aside and trust your process. But that is way easier for me to say up here than it is to do on the field. Hitting such a difficult job. Villegas misses with the fastball, and it's 3 balls and no strikes.
And even when you've been struggling and you hit it, you line it out somewhere and you get out, you still just want it to drop, you know? You appreciate that you hit it hard, but you're like, I just want it to drop, you know?
Not for the faint of heart. Up and in, ball 4. Another walk for Utah. That's the 3rd issued by Villegas, the 6th in the game for the Utes. White will jog on down to 2nd. That's her 2nd free pass. Last one brought home a run with the bases juiced. Back in the 1st inning, well, hoping to score a run of her own if Danica Wilson and company can move her around a bit. 2nd with the bases from yesterday. It was certainly an RBI single, but a little more mustard to it than that. The walk-off hit to win the game for Utah. And what a relief for this Utah team after going down south to BYU for the first Big 12 series and getting swept by the Cougars to say, yeah, we're going to go ahead and take the first one at our place. Thank you very much.
A lot of runs scored in that series. I was sitting in the stands, and times it could have felt like it could go either way, and of course the home team loves it, you know, loves the sweep, and it's so hard to keep it going when you lose those close ones. Utah had such a different year last year, just winning 13 games.
This is sharply hit into the gap. It's going to roll its way to the warning track. Waving around, Haley White is in to score. Danica Wilson knocks home the 3rd run of the day for the Utes.
That is what Danica Wilson can do, and people just look at her and think she will not have the amount of power that she does, but she uses all that she has to hit those balls a little farther than you think and harder than you think she can, you know?
Yeah, that wasn't one of those loopy balls that trickles into the gap. That thing found it in a hurry. And now this Utah crowd that, despite the 2-0 lead, you talked about the anxiety. They get into it a little bit. And Utah not done yet. Got a runner at 2nd. Just one out for Julie Mayfield, who lays down a bunt. Mansfield's throw clears the first baseman, fielded by Acosta on the bag as Udall Woolley had to duck underneath it. But it's in time for the out.
Really great job, BYU hanging on to it in that situation. And, you know, Jolie's just saying, hey, I too would like to get out of this and move the runner and have a chance to surprise, because they were not playing up on her, but it was kind of a push bunt, so that's what saved them. Had that had a little more off of it, it would have been a different story, but still move the runner.
Sakai can bring her in now and adds just a little bit of that pressure to Townsend behind the plate and Villegas in the circle. One of those big looping breaking balls bounces the wrong way, and all of a sudden it's run number 4.
Yeah, that's a dangerous throw over there at first when you have a runner.
Sakai rips one, but right at Acosta, who gloves it for out number 3. Utah adds another to the board. Danica Wilson, her second RBI of the series.
Big O Tires has more than 460 locations nationwide. Chances are there's a location near you. Owned by someone in your neighborhood, we offer a wide range of diagnostic, repair, and routine maintenance services, backed by one of the best national service warranties, because everyone in our community deserves legendary care. Big O is the team you trust.
Hey, grab me 1-2.
Everything we do at BYU begins and ends with mind. The most important work we do is building our students spiritually and intellectually. Strengthening each student's faith and testimony in Jesus Christ has always been a part of BYU's mission. You've entered to learn. Now go forward to serve.
Rivalry series, always a big deal, but a little bit extra added to this one for Utah. They currently sit 8th in the Big 12, literally a tie ahead of Iowa State and a tie behind Arizona State. And you got to be in the top 8 to make the postseason. BYU is still in striking distance of the Utes, and they can come out of this series the way they want to, have a chance to get past Arizona State, maybe even the team they saw last weekend, Baylor, who's got just Oklahoma State and Texas Tech to end their Big 12 season. So,
and something to mention for the statisticians out there, the way the Big 12 lines up, Utah isn't playing, like Houston this year, and you can't play everyone, and so when a team's down, it's kind of a disadvantage to not be able to play them. And so they've been punching everybody out like the entire conference. There's obviously a few leaders, but then there's this whole group that's fighting it out.
Yeah, that whole group, seen some of them ranked at times this year. I mean, it's not like, oh, well, this is the middle of the conference and they're okay. Like, no, they're pretty good softball teams here in the middle of the conference, and Utah trying to find their place amongst this really talented Big 12 this season. I mean, you look at some of the teams around them. Iowa State won their series against BYU, and then Baylor was able to take 2 of 3 from Utah, and Arizona State has had their moments this year. There's just not a soft spot in that zone. So Utah, the pressure is on to keep on winning.
Utah took 3 from Arizona State, lost against Baylor in the last play of the game. I mean, it's kind of like you could watch a highlight reel of some of the heartbreaks that have happened to every team in the conference, but the Big 12 conference is no joke.
This is served out into center field, a base knock for Lily Owens. She's off to a great start today. A couple of knocks for the 2-hole hitter. She tries to get her dugout fired up, get this offense started for the Cougars.
And when you look at Lily Owens, when she gets something going, the whole team can follow. She's a real starter, you know, little spark plug on the team, and you see that it's very contagious with her.
I just had a fabulous season last year. It was all Big 12. Came into this year one of the top 25 outfielders in the country, which is not nothing. Throw to second for one, on to first, not in time. Having to show off the footwork, Mansfield is able to get one and retire the lead runner.
Wow, that looked really close there. I thought they might have a shot at it, but obviously the cadence of the first baseman knows when that ball hits her glove, and she's not saying anything, Sion over there.
You'd see maybe the headphones or the if that was the case. Instead, Maddie Udall-Woolley will bat with a first, one away. The hitter takes ball one. She struck out on a full count in the first.
Getting ahead of these big hitters, you know, is so important. She's been such a threat.
Mastretti, a couple of pitches low and in to start this at bat. It's 2-0. Swing and a miss. And are you feeling some shades of yesterday if you're BYU when they were blanked in 6 of the 7 innings? And they've had a couple of runners on, but it seems like Mastretti has found her stride here in the last couple innings.
Yeah, and she's getting them to swing it, you know, this particular at bat at pitches that they don't normally swing at. And so that's that press that you're like, hey, I've got a runner in. I'm a home run hitter. I know how to do this. I know the drill, and I'm going to just rip it out of here. And, you know, when you're playing against a drop ball pitcher, that ball looks, it's kind of opposite of Rise. They both look really great. Rise ball pops out, and you don't get any piece of it, or you pop it up. Drop ball, same thing. You barely get a trickle, or
this is on the ground sharply backhanded by Pashley. The throw to second is in time from the outfield grass. What a play from the Utah shortstop. She has been flashing the leather over there this afternoon.
Posse has picked up those balls deep in her backhand, which is the hardest thing for a shortstop to do, and knew that she would not be able to get it to first, and really showed her arm strength. And
well, all you need to know is the grin on White's face when she caught that ball. She said, "You got to be kidding me." That's my up the middle mate right there. That's my teammate. Heck of a play.
You know, great middle infielders, which White and Posse are. They literally become one and the same. They know what each other's doing, and I know Coach Hogue has taken great pride in that middle. That's where she played second base.
This is hammered to left and grabbed by Sakai. On the way in, nearly overran it. Instead finds the black of the leather for out number 3. Couple hard hit balls for BYU, but they come up empty here in the top of the 4th. 3-0 lead. It's been the pitching again, as it was early yesterday. Haley Mastretti has been fantastic, and on the other side, Jada Villegas has been able to limit damage out of the bullpen. Just the 5 hits between the two squads here through 3.5.
Absolutely. These two pitchers are doing a great job for their teams, and I'm sure both sides want to see this offense get going. Again, I've seen BYU at its finest when just the hitting is contagious and you just ball after ball being hit out, and they very much are capable of scoring runs.
A good part of the order to start something here for Utah as they'll get the top of their group to see Villegas for the second time. Mia Gomez has walked twice against 2 different pitchers here in this game.
And it's not like you love free rides, but when the Mia Gomez's came along when I was in my coaching career, it'd kind of be like, well, you know, I mean, if they walk, I don't know if it's the worst thing in the world. At a swing of a bat, these hitters can kind of ruin you, just like Maddie over on BYU, and you look at Mia here.
Takes that one up and in for ball 2.
There's a direct correlation too to these great hitters and their you know, in Little League you say good eye, good eye, good eye, you know, and they have to have some kind of zone in knowing what they want, you know.
Did not want that pitch below the zone. Pretty good, but a touch low. And another 3-1 count for Mia Gomez, her 3rd of the day. And to your point about her taking these walks, you know, you'll take it if you're Utah, you'll take it if you're BYU, you'll take it if you're Mia Gomez. She has been very patient at the plate this whole year and continues to show off that patience. It's her 3rd 5-pitch walk of the day. And she is aboard, again, leading off an inning. And back in the day, maybe you'd see Gomez down in the 3-hole, maybe the 4-hole because of her power, but the way she gets on base, she's at the top of this order, and for the 3rd time is on board for her teammates.
It's the analytics and the new coach, you know,
well,
Matt Lyle, he is all about analytics and very much was pushing for Gomez to be the leadoff.
Reese Lee will come on and run for Gomez. Junior out of Queen Creek had a double yesterday in the starting lineup, but will do some running duties here today. Antipasi has been awesome with the leather over at shortstop. She's also been awesome with the metal at the plate. Single and a double in her 2 trips.
And you get those players that just transition into Utah. I've seen some special edition stories on Posse, and she's become a Ute, like a real Ute. The waving at the booth as they've been walking by. I've seen several alumni out of the game, and that's what it's about. I know the climate of the NIL transfer portal, it doesn't really, you know, kind of, it's not what you're seeing in this day, but I can tell you it's worth it. It's worth it to have that camaraderie and still be in touch. And those teammates help you through your whole life.
Not just teammates for 4 years or 3 years or whatever it may be, maybe 2 years for a slick transfer or something like that, but teammates for life in some ways, right?
Yeah, I am a little jealous, though. Some of mine have been starting to retire, and I'm not that old. And I'm jealous of them. And some of them could retire. They just can't help but keep working, and they know who they are. I don't think I have to call them out here on.
And this is what teammates do, right? And then
right.
Talk a little bit of trash, even, you know, after they're done playing with each other. It never ends.
Exactly, and it is a soft place to land. I mean, again, it's the very few games I remember, but from the coaching staff, I felt like we had a signature coaching staff, and
And there's one of your teammates right
teammate
there.
right there. Joe Evans, Hall of Famer. Coach Townsend, Michelle Townsend, Mary Kay Amacone. I mean, these are no joke kind of leaders that set the table for us coming up. We were the first product of the real Title IX stuff, you know, that we didn't have to fundraise to or play every sport. We were living kind of the good life, you know, back then. It seemed like that anyway.
Well, you're seeing the fruits of that now with your teammates going on to coach softball and being in the community and not retiring. This is hammered into the gap. It's going to roll up against the wall. Posse with another big swing of the bat. Her second two-bagger of the day plates another for the Utes.
Great job, Lee, holding up there. I thought that Coach Hogue would send her around, but, you know, with no outs, why bother?
And with this young lady coming up and Kennedy Proctor.
Exactly.
Look at the swing there of Posse level to the softball and just got all of that one.
But the last thing I'll say about my teammates, who I hope are listening, they all became, no matter what they did, they became the top of that, whatever they did. They were the leaders of every category. You know, if they were a nurse, they're running the department. If they worked for UPS, they were regional managers, you know. They are something special still.
It just makes you drift into the future a little bit with some of these players, imagining what their life will be with softball and even afterwards, and what this opportunity that they've created for themselves, let's not get it wrong, of being a student athlete and will do for the rest of their lives, and to spend it with these teammates that they've made over last season or more. Kennedy Proctor, she's been around for one, which makes her a veteran on this team.
Yeah. I dropped by a tailgate of the parents. They're trying to get some cohesion. And the two freshmen, you know, we had Gomez and I think it was Sion's mom, arm in arm. We're freshman parents. We're just trying to learn the ropes here.
I tell you what, there's something that you didn't have to deal with back. You ask any student athlete that has, you know, a good teammate, the parent group chats, that's where you get in trouble. That's oh
yeah.
no.
Yep.
How did you find out about that, Mom? Well, parents. Yeah. Yep.
They're getting a lot of good things going, and
Proctor, oof, that is a tough take on 1 and 2. Able to see another 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Utah backstop.
The leader of the tailgate, though, are the local kids' parents. You know, we got to have a few locals so someone can pull up the trailer into the games. That goes for BYU too.
Breaking ball drops in. Strike 3 called. Another victim of the big bender. Proctor goes down looking.
I would love to see this one again here because it was very reminiscent of the very beautiful ugly pitch that we saw earlier that just has that spin. It's just you're always trying to disguise that off-speed pitch, and that one just really, again, it just looks so bad to you when you're standing there and then you see it over and you see what the umpire was.
Sion Noli sees the opposite of that pitch, a fastball outside for ball 1. Walk and a strikeout for Noli.
Very important.
Afternoon.
Very, very important for Utah to bring these runs around because, you know, 3 runs is really not much in this game.
Just low and outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, BYU has, you mentioned it earlier, they maybe not as much yesterday, but they've had the bats going a little bit the last couple of weeks, and so feel like they could be primed for a big swing at any time, especially in a rivalry game. You just don't know what could happen. The more the merrier on the scoreboard for the Utes. Only looking at a 3-0 count.
And again, big inning for the Cougars to shut Utah down in this situation would give them a lot of momentum going in.
Utah has gotten the 3 runs, but time and time again, Villegas has been able to find a way to get that momentum. A couple of times with the strikeout, and then able to get 2 straight outs to end the threat in the 3rd. Trying to deal with traffic here in the 4th. She's thrown in a couple really nice pitches here on 3-0 to make it 3-2.
She's got Sion guessing, and that's where you want these big hitters, is to be guessing and hesitant, you know, not their lower half into it, stable, balanced swing.
Payoff pitch coming to Noli. On the ground, wide of 3rd. Do it again, still a full count.
These are the moments that make you lay awake at night as a coach. You think to yourself, you've got a lot of space out there on this largest field in the nation and lots of grass, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy with who's on these bases right now for Utah.
This is grounded through, nothing fancy indeed. A base knock will do the job and bring home a run for Utah. Sion Noli comes through with an RBI single. Utah stretches the lead to 4. Utah has been able to scratch across a few. Time it's Noli finding the hole in the infield with a hard hit ground ball. Utah looking to break this one open, and Peyton Crank has a chance to do that. We're going to see a runner over at first before she comes to the dish.
I really love the way Kate Blunt, the runner that's coming in, how she approaches the game. You know, a UCLA transfer, she just loves the game and she plays it hard. And I talked to her mom a couple of weeks ago, and she's like, she just loves this game.
Senior is over at first. Got some speed too. There she goes. No throw as she jogs her way into second base. A little bit delayed there. Do you think trying to draw the throw, or just thank you very much?
I think, you know, even though it might not be believable, she was showing a bunt, so that brings corners in, and then it takes, with this situation, it takes shortstop to third and first base, or second base to first, and no one's even there in that situation. Center field cover, so you can see how that was. I'm a former center fielder, so, you know, it's sometimes a little tough to get there, but even though it's not believable, you never know with less than 2 outs what could happen. They might have tried it, you know.
Showed the bunt again. Both pitches missing to Craig. Pushes this foul.
There's no doubt Coach Martinez, the hitting coach, has been in Crank's ear of, look, you're going to see these pitches off speed, spinners, you're going to see them drop off the shelf. If you want to hit them, you got to come down and up like a golf swing, and she's coaching her up in the dugout, no doubt.
In a hitter's count, sees that bender, but it stays up and in. Great hitter's count here for Crank. Was sat down by that breaking ball in the 3rd inning.
I might have been tempted on that pitch. It's kind of off speed though, and might not have had a good result, but.
Instead, tries to poke a bunt on 3-1, surprise some folks, but instead it's foul and it's a full count.
You've got a little bit of speed and a lot of power. No one's really ever thinking you're going to do that, and so usually the corners, third base and first, are just kind of way back, and so you just can't help yourself sometimes to try that.
Full count, first base open, 2 in scoring position, swing and a miss. That's the hat trick for Peyton Crank as Villegas strikes her out for the 3rd time today. has had some success against Crank, who came in swinging a hot bat, but Villegas able to settle her down.
With every experience, though, it's a long season, and you just hope to learn from those moments.
Haley White has drawn 2 free passes, which you can do with 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position. As an RBI today, courtesy of a bases-loaded walk in the first. Utah has been able to scratch across a couple against Villegas. Still looking for the big inning against the reliever. And call her a reliever, but she's gotten every out of this ball game for BYU. Has done a pretty solid job out of the pen, despite a couple coming across for the Utes. He's been able to strand runners, trying to do that again here. Breaking ball drops in for a strike, and
that's that one that if you do have a little speed, sometimes it's fun to drop a drag on. That off speed, because it just dies and no one's there. But man, she's doing a great job disguising that to the hitters. They don't want it.
Tries it again, and it runs in and hits White. Lost the feel for that one a little bit.
That's the kind of one you want to be hit by.
Yeah. I
mean, I know that some of those big pitchers have been breaking people's arms this year, and you see a lot of armor on these kids, and that was kind of a off speed that got away.
Danica Wilson, the bases loaded again for Utah. Only able to get 2 with the bases loaded in the first. Trying to do it with 2 outs here in the fourth. Wilson scorched an RBI double to the right center field gap her last time around. Another one of those with 2 outs. Might just clear the bases.
It puts the pitcher in a big predicament because there's nowhere to go, and you've got to go at the hitter. And again, it's a vulnerable position to be in, but you just have to trust that defense. They're going to back you up and just keep it calm. And same thing goes for this freshman, Danica Wilson, who's played like an upperclassman this year and worked her way into the lineup, and I don't think anyone's complaining about it.
I think least of all, her head coach, Amy Hogue, was giving her a conference. Anytime you can get some of those players that you recruit to pop right away, that's awesome for a coach, and so many of these freshmen have contributed in a big way for Utah.
And you're in the driver's seat here as a hitter, ahead in the count, bases loaded, and
even further ahead in the count now. 3 balls and no strikes on Wilson. Nowhere to put her with the bases loaded and a run home already here in the fourth for Utah. Wilson really trying to open this up in a big way. Takes one across the letters for strike 1. You're looking 1 pitch, 1 spot, right, if you're Danica Wilson, and that was not the spot.
Absolutely. That might have turned into an infield bloop, which would have been perfect for to close out this inning for the Cougars.
3-1, rolled through the right side, a base hit. 1 runs home to score. 2 will cross as Blunt touches home. And the Utes make it 6-0. Danica Wilson is making her mark here on this series.
Well executed by Danica. And she has just been such a gamer in these situations, working the account and really waiting for that pitch that she wanted. A job, and I think the stranded base runners are appreciating running around, because yesterday it just felt a little stale. Kind of the air was stale. It was just kind of not much happening until the end.
Oh, Amy Hogue will go to her bench. Kayla Lyon has grabbed a bat, will hit here in the 8-hole. Senior out of Corona, California. Transfer from Cal Baptist. Chance to add on here with 2 outs, 2 on. Sees ball 1 outside.
And it can play with you a little bit when you get pinch hit for, and you know you're trying, you know what you can do. Everyone knows what Lyon can do, and they've seen it. But sometimes as a hitter, that mental piece, you just need that one at bat to break through.
He's had a little bit of the pop, as you saw there. 5 home runs on the season. What a spot to put it all together here if you can do it. This rivalry game. Takes a strike. Utah only comes through with the big-ish inning, but I'm sure would like to grow it even more. 3 runs across here in the 4th. Matching their total from the whole game yesterday and the whole game so far today here in this 1 inning. Bender trickles in, strike 2.
Again, hats off to that pitch. She is just continuing to throw it and throw it well. In a disguise or not a disguise that the Utah hitters don't want.
Lyon will have to swing it now. Bounces it through the left side. Around comes White. She is safe at the plate. The ball gets away from Townsend. And it is 7-0 Utah. And Lyon off the bench comes through.
Without dropping that ball, that could have been a close call there, and you no longer can camp in front of home base. You have to give that running lane, and you see her come around, and really Coach Hogue being aggressive on there.
So now we'll bring back in Mayfield to run. Job done for Kayla Lyon. And now that 8-run mark looming a little bit here for BYU with that 8th run standing 60 feet away, and Sienna Sakai coming up.
Not only does Sakai have a cool name, but she is a real spark for this team.
Fastball in there for a strike. 0 for 2, but hit it really hard her last time around, right at the second baseman, Acosta. Kai takes another heater, this time away. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Four-run 4th so far. Kai takes again. 3 fastballs low and away to the 9-hole batter. She's worked herself ahead in the count. Utah has gone through their order here in the 4th. Kai trying to put a bow on it. Takes downstairs. She's in a very favorable count. First base open, but I don't think you want to see Mia Gomez with the bases loaded.
No, and it's worth mentioning with this 2 outs, that danger zone that's just right behind second base, right behind shortstop, right behind. Those are the ones that the runners are going all the way that they normally would never be going all the way unless there's 2 outs. And so.
And Sakai hits this well into the right center field gap. It splits them up against the wall. 2 runs come across. Sakai headed for third. The throw not in time. An RBI triple for Sienna Sakai puts the Utes up 9.
Look at Sakai's emotion, and She really is a big spark plug for this team, and that is a lot of fun to see her unleash on it. It didn't even take that much, but to see her almost make it all the way around with her speed, absolutely impressive.
Third extra base hit and first triple of the season for Sakai. And it comes here in the rivalry. What a moment for her. And the Utah offense, for all the lack of turning over until the end yesterday, they have been purring like a kitten here in these first 4 innings. A 6-run fourth, and Mia Gomez coming to the dish with another runner out there. And she laces this, but Turlington able to reel it in to end the inning. Another hard hit ball for the Utes. Sienna Sakai puts them up 9.
When you need inspiration, it's worth shopping Smith's. For thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And low prices that add up to big savings, like over $600 in digital coupons each week, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
The official partner of getting back in the game. Whatever that looks like for you.
Goes Calvis, throw it way out. Bring in a run. We got a double. Big conference. You call it the third. Great defensive. Shockey in the second.
Making 12 up.
Base runner.
Oh, some folks enjoying the berm, some intermixing out there. There you go, 9-0 lead for Utah, and a couple jabs thrown early. The big uppercut. Sienna RBI triple, 6-run, 4th inning for Utah. And we're going to talk a lot about the offense, as we should. They just put up 6 runs, but how about the job that Mastretti has done in the circle? Still a 0 up there for BYU.
She's as calm as they come, too, which, you know, is a great thing at times when you're a pitcher. Obviously, Shelby Jones is completely opposite, right? And that's great, but you see Mastretti just so calm and so just time and time again this year, we've seen her be in big moments and stay calm.
This is low and in to Bree Townsend, who bounced out back in the second. Yeah, really not much going, just the 2 hits for BYU, split between the 1st and 4th inning, and they both belong to Lily Owens. Everybody else, OFA. Townsend shoots this one into left field over the head of Sakai. A roll into the shadow out there, and Townsend slams on the brakes with a long single.
Huge move to bring that ball in, and Utah has been choosing to play a little to cut off that blue and take their chances on that long ball, and we just saw on display a great job really getting a hold of it there.
The first big swing we've really seen for BYU in this game, and now we're going to see a move to the bench as Miranda Mansfield will be lifted for a pinch hitter. And so coming on to hit, Irma Urincho will swing it. Freshman out of Anaheim, California, getting her first taste of the rivalry. Come on. BYU in desperate need of runs, down 9-0 here in the 5th.
I remember learning all about the importance of Anaheim to my childhood. You know, Disneyland,
Sure.
that was a really big milestone. I think we attached to a convention my dad had to go to or something. We couldn't just go to Disneyland, right? It couldn't stand alone. We had to do a 2-in-1.
How often do you think Yorincho has been asked about that? You're from Anaheim, Disney,
Yeah.
right? She said, no, well,
Million times.
I don't live in Fantasyland, you know.
But then again, you know, sometimes it's like, oh, I don't go, or I go all the time, kind of like the beach. Person that lives on the beach that never
Or
goes to the beach.
The person around these parts, yeah, I'm not a skier.
Yeah, I'm not a skier.
Don't really get outdoors much. Down 0-2, bounces it back to the circle. Mastretti goes to second for one, throw to first, in time!
So big.
Noli with the big stretch to seal it. Pitcher's best friend started by the pitcher.
Excellent job by Mastretti. She's sitting there, and it's almost like she's doing a relay with how she's moving her body. When she picks it up, it was so smooth going to second, making it possible for Posse to take care of the pitcher's best friend. I do love that statement.
And here comes Rita Tavita, the local kid from Salt Lake City, West High School, over in the Rose Park Marmalade area on the other side of town. And her second pinch hit appearance of this series. And well, BYU needs her to get on base, keep this one rolling.
And I think in my research, Utah.
It's an amazing building. If you ever get a chance to drive by or go inside, it's old, cool old building. And they're building a new one, but they're going to keep the front of it that has all that great architecture and somehow transplant it to the new building.
They better.
Above my pay grade, how they're going to do that. But it is a cool building and a historic place here in Salt Lake. Good softball program. Won the 5A state championship when Tavita was there. It's this on the ground to second. White to her right. Throws on to first. Utah takes game 2 early. They win it 9-0 in 5 innings. A 6-run fourth propels the Utes to victory.
Utah comes back with redemption, and that's what you want to see when, again, yesterday was kind of feeling like a stalemate. So hats off for Utah for putting those hits together and getting that home win.
And they are a win away from returning the favor to BYU. Game 2 will be coming your way tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Don't forget, it's Bark in the Park night. So if you're coming to the ball game, bring your furry friends with you. Go sit out on the berm. It is going to be extra loud for our entire crew. And my partner in the booth, Laurel Simmons. I'm Ethan Jordan saying so long from Salt Lake City. Utah wins it 9-0. Going for the sweep tomorrow night. So long, everybody.